Now we are following three major developments in Fulton County's 2020 election case. First, we begin with former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. Today, an appeals court rejected his bid to move his case from Fulton County to federal court. Next, in new tonight, there is a new lawsuit against former Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani, just days after a jury said he should pay $148 million in a defamation lawsuit. This is the second lawsuit filed now by former Fulton County election workers Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss. The two say they are seeking further relief, claiming Giuliani is continuing to defame them by falsely accusing them of committing election fraud. And finally, right now, former President Donald Trump is looking to dismiss his charges. Just hours ago, we spoke with an Emory law professor who says he doesn't believe the former president's case will end in Georgia. 11 Alive's Don White has his analysis.
Attorneys for former President Donald Trump originally asked a Fulton County judge to throw out charges in the 2020 Georgia election interference case back on December 1st. And on Monday, they filed this 19-page brief with their reasons behind it.
All because of a rigged and stolen election.
Trump lawyers say language like that should be protected under the First Amendment.
Just because something is speech doesn't mean it's not criminal.
Emory law professor John Esveto specializes in constitutional and criminal law and says the issue isn't black and white.
It's a plausible argument, and it's right on the border. And I think that's what makes this case so interesting from a First Amendment and a criminal perspective, is this is most certainly a case that is right on the edge of what is acceptable in terms of First Amendment speech.
Monday's filing lays out 5 elements Trump's attorneys call protected political speech. They include the alternate elector scheme, Trump's calls for a special session of the Georgia legislature, the former president's lawsuit challenging the election, a 2021 letter to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, and this infamous call to Raffensperger.
I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have.
The Secretary of State's probably on the shakiest First Amendment ground, simply because a private phone call, it is still speech, and it might still be political protected speech, but it's leaning more towards interfering with elections.
Esveto believes the Georgia case will go well into the 2024 presidential election.
So it'll be fascinating to see how the court rules. This is likely to get appealed up no matter what the decision is. So likely we're to see this all the way to the Supreme Court.
Judge Scott McAfee is currently looking at several motions to delay or dismiss the Georgia case, and so far he hasn't made any decisions. In downtown Atlanta, Dawn White, 11 Alive News.